An internal police memo sent by the Commissioner of Police, Alan Weil, to all police formations, sub-formations, and unit commanders has been leaked. The subject of the internal memo is, quote, "Stand down of vehicle checkpoints countrywide." The memo informs the entire Belize Police Department that, quote, "Effective immediately, you are to stand down from all vehicular checkpoints countrywide as per Commissioner's directive," end of quote. Commissioner Wiley explained to Love News why the decision was made.
I gave an instruction as the commissioner to my officers. It's an internal memo to stand down the vehicular checkpoints. And the vehicular checkpoints were put there as a operational mechanism in our crime fighting. And it's not a stand down that will be indefinite. But what has been occurring is that if you travel all the way from Kaya to Belize City, and perhaps even from PG to Belize City, you probably travel between 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8 different checkpoints by different units. And it has created a lot of unnecessary delay among the commuters as well as a lot of criticism. And so I am again looking at how best we can utilize those VCPs, despite repeated entreaties to our officers that whenever there is a vehicle of interest, pull it on the side of the road and allow the traffic to continue to flow. Some officers do, but some others, for one reason or other, still do not. And so we have got to balance the right of the commuters to move unimpeded, as well as the safety and security of everybody. No?
After the memo was made public, there has been much speculation as to what led to the directive. According to the commissioner, it is much ado about nothing.
I would say that would be the mischief, because obviously some officers leaked it for their own mischievous reason, but I can assure you and the public that there is no shenanigans involved in it. As a matter of fact, when we had the recent aggravated burglary earlier late last week, earlier this week, we did put back checkpoints in place in the effort to locate and apprehend the vehicle. So, as I said, the checkpoint is the operational crime fighting strategy, and we will continue to utilize it as the need arises, but it will not be out there 24/7 as we have been operating. In some cases, it will continue to be done, but it will be more sporadic and based more on intelligence being received rather than it becoming a routine, which it was becoming. I was seeing checkpoints springing up all across the country, some been put out there by junior officers. I do not say it's necessarily authorized by their commanders, but as police officers, it gave it legitimacy. And so we will be reviewing, as I said, how we have been operating those checkpoints as well as other features we can do to make it be a little bit more effective and less disruptive to the commuters.
Commissioner Wiley said this is not the first time that a directive of this nature has been issued.
I could recall perhaps earlier this year, there were numerous complaints on the airwaves concerning police taking people off buses and searching buses and those sort of things. And I could recall sending out a directive which was signed personally by myself then. And again, it went out and got into the media, but again, it was done in the interest of the commuting public because, yes, as I said, we've got to balance the rights of the commuting public with the safety and security of everyone. And we, not because we're officers, we can just be discommoding persons. As I tried to insist on my officers, if there's a vehicle of interest, persons of interest in those vehicles, pull it on the side and allow the traffic to flow. But we keep getting continuous complaints that the vehicle remains in the middle of the traffic flow. The traffic is not flowing, and the officers take their time doing what they need to do. So, as I said, it's not the first time, but I guess there's disloyal officers who release these things for their own, I guess, their own joy or their own purpose. But I can assure you and assure the nation that there's nothing mischievous or sinister in it.
We understand that several units within the department were not happy with the directive. However, one senior officer who has said that the memo has not affected his policing works is the officer commanding Eastern Division South, Senior Superintendent of Police, Chester Williams.
To be honest with you, I have not seen a memo, other than on Facebook. I saw it on Facebook today. But as far as I am concerned, on Southside Belize City, if you would go in the St. Martin's area, if you would go in on the Linda Vista Street, if you go on Freedom Street, you will see that our checkpoints are still up in place. Our checkpoint that we have on Southside Belize City are used as a part of our crime strategy to be able to contain the crime-ridden areas. So the memo that that you are referring to, I saw on Facebook. I did not receive it, and I spoke directly with the commissioner, and the commissioner have said to me that we can go ahead with our checkpoints. So the memo did not affect what we do on Southside Belize City.
What's your thought on it in terms of shutting down all checkpoints across the country with just one directive?
Well, the Commissioner of Police is the Commissioner of Police, and he is by law authorized to manage the way how the police operates. And if the Commissioner should see that the checkpoint is causing inconvenience to people, then he have a right to tell the police to slow down on it.
The memo also states that if a commanding officer sees the need to put up a checkpoint in his area of responsibility, then the commissioner must be consulted in order to get approval.